Welcome back to the Totally Uninformed Gaming Show! Yeah!
I'm wearing glasses now.
Yeah, Poindexter. All right, on this week's show, we talk about MMOs being garbage, Nintendo fucking with our hearts, creepy new simulator games, our video of the week, and next week's releases. So sit back, grab the lotion, and tug one out with us.
So this week, Bethesda learned the hard way that the days of making people pay full price for a game up front and then charging them a subscription fee are pretty much over, unless you're World of Warcraft, which still garners a massive subscription base, but also perfected the whole being both a casual and hardcore MMO thing first.
Yeah, just this week, Elder Scrolls Online officially dropped its subscription fee. But is it too little too late?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, I sunk probably 30 to 40 hours into Elder Scrolls when they were beta testing the game, so I saw a decent amount of it. Although 30 to 40 hours in an MMO is relatively nothing compared to how much typical players put in, it still gives you a good idea of the content. And get this, it wasn't bad. At least to me, it wasn't bad. But there was nothing exciting about it aside from the fact that it was in the Elder Scrolls universe. Anyways, when the beta ended, I tried my damnedest to get back into the game, even though they had completely reset my account to 0, so not only did I have to pay $60 just to play it initially, I would also have to pay the subscription fee. I just couldn't see myself grinding back to where I left off, just to basically start over again from there, $80 or so ported.
Correct. Point being, stop fucking doing this bullshit. Either make it full price and then don't have a subscription fee, and maybe throw in microtransactions for cosmetic upgrades that don't have any effect on the game mechanics, or go the smart route like so many others have, and make it free to play and figure out ways to enhance the overall experience with in-game transactions.
Yeah, but Brett, this guy here, seems to think this goes deeper than all of that, so take it away, Poindexter.
I just want to rant.
Yeah.
Stop making MMOs. You're not gonna make the next WoW killer. People have been trying and failing for years. The only thing that beats Warcraft is making a totally different game like League of Legends, where you keep people playing and spending money without having to create an entire fucking fictional world that nobody gives a shit about.
Yeah.
WildStar tried to cater to a hardcore player base, but guess what? Casuals are what pay the bills. You can bring back 40-man raids or whatever, but you better have something for the casual trash that makes up 80% of your sub base. Even Blizzard, who have forgotten more about raid design than most developers will ever know, were smart enough to go, add Pokemon or whatever will keep the plebs occupied. It's 2015, ain't no one got time for new MMOs that haven't already proven their value on your time investment through years of work and retained player base like WoW or Guild Wars 2. If LucasArts couldn't make people stick around in an MMO based around Star Wars, one of the most iconic universes of all time, then your little fantasy knockoff or space opera is not gonna cut it. No matter how much you perfect the butts on the female character models, goddamn.
Whew. Wow. Jesus. Thanks, Brett. Now let's move to something way more comfortable in ethical gaming news this week. You can now shower with your dad again without people thinking that you're weird.
Yeah.
Yes, thank the gods. There is now a game called Showering with Your Dad Simulator, and it's on Steam Greenlight, where you can vote to make sure that it's added to the library of games available for purchase.
We talk enough about dicks on this channel for you to know that we fully support a game where you can finally score points for being around them.
Yeah, the trailer for the game doesn't show off too much except for a bunch of dad dicks, but there's also a gameplay video which indicates that the point of the game is to find your dad in a shower room filled with other dads, and yes, you will be docked if you get into a shower with the wrong dad. Docked? You will be. Points taken away.
Like, docked?
No, not like that, docked.
You will be docked. This is obviously the next step in the evolution of gaming.
Yeah, obviously. But speaking of evolution in gaming, it looks like Nintendo will finally be officially coming to mobile users, but not in the same way that you might think. We reported about this on Machinima's main channel on Monday, so let's run down this really quickly and see what it actually means. And if you want to find out more, just go watch that episode.
So it won't be what anyone actually was hoping for, which would be ports of classic Nintendo games like Mario, Zelda, Donkey Kong, and so on coming to your phones and tablets. Instead, they are partnering with an existing mobile developer to create new games featuring existing IP.
Yeah, having said that, of course, Nintendo is super protective of their brand, so we're hoping that whatever it is will actually still maintain the quality of production that Nintendo is so great at.
But when announcing this new strategy, Nintendo also announced that they are indeed working on a new console, a successor to the Nintendo Wii U, and its tentative title is the NX.
How mysterious. Now, no one knows anything about this right now. Will it be a more traditional console? Will it take what they did with the Wii and evolve it? Will it have something to do with VR? I mean, these are all good guesses, but whatever it is, it should be unique to the space considering their track record recently. The Wii was crazy when it came out. So
yeah. Of course, not having any idea what the hell it is sure isn't stopping game retailers from already initiating pre-orders for the damn things.
Yeah.
Money, 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 money.
Just this week, EB Games in Australia put the console up for pre-order, sight unseen, for all the hardcore Nintendo aficionados, announcing the plan in a post to its nationwide Facebook page. So, if you're the type of person who likes opening up mystery boxes, this might be right up your alley.
It's like Loot Crate.
Yeah.
Before we get into next week's releases and our gaming video of the week, we're starting a new segment that will be canceled immediately following this episode called 45-second game reviews because Battlefield Hardline was released this week, and our good friend Shibby2142 has pretty much been playing it nonstop.
Yep.
Shibby, tell us what you think.
So Battlefield Hardline is what you expect. More Battlefield with a cops and robbers twist. Should have been DLC for Battlefield 4 instead of a standalone game? Probably. Imagine Call of Duty, GTA Heist, and Battlefield having non-consensual threesome. That is Hardline multiplayer, namely Hotwire mode. The single-player campaign plays out like a shitty episode from the TV show The Shield, but in all honesty, I believe Visceral is self-aware of that. Stealth mechanics in the campaign are not the worst I've seen, and being someone who dislikes single-player shooter campaigns other than Call of Duty 4 is worth a playthrough to earn yourself some battle packs. I would not recommend purchasing the game solely for this 6-hour campaign, but as we are all aware, gamers play Battlefield for the bread and butter multiplayer. Having reached level 30 last night, I will say I'm having a swell time dunking on scrub lords while driving a tanker truck through downtown Los Angeles blasting some gangster rap. Are there still balancing tweaks to be made to weapons and fixing hit registration issues? Sure, but hopefully these get ironed out in time. Is $100+ for a game, including premium, too much for something that probably should have been DLC? Clearly, but you know you want it, so fuck you and pay the piper.
Is that real money?
It's real money.
Where did you get prop money? Thanks, Chibs. That was way longer than 45 seconds. You're fired. Anyway, speaking of Hardline, it also brings us to our video of the week where Jack Braggs points out that apparently there's a drivable couch in the game. It's called the American Dream, and it makes for a hilariously fun time in the Hotwire game mode where you are attempting to either steal cars and outrun the cops or take down enemies attempting to steal the cars.
We have no idea how much the couch would be worth to the cops trying to hunt you down.
Yeah, so that's still a mystery. But let's look at next week's big releases in gaming right now. We have the PS4 exclusive Bloodborne finally dropping next Tuesday, and if that isn't too spooky for you, there's also a current gen version of, see what I did there? It's not next gen, it's current gen. Current gen version of Slenderman, or Slenderman.
Slenderman sucks!
It's dropping next week for the PS4 and Xbox One, and it is called Slender, The Arrival.
Wow.
It's got great marketing because those two girls tried to kill someone. It's good stuff.
Really a publicity stuff.
Yeah. All right, that's it for this week's episode. Check back next week to see if this show is canceled or not.
Yes!
No.
Canceled!
No.
Money.
Not with all this money being thrown at us by Shivy. But do we have any beta codes, by the way?
We do!
I've got
cool.
Is this?
Yeah, we're going.
This is on camera?
Yeah, this is on camera.
We've got 3 beta codes for beta invites for Heroes of the Storm. Leave a comment, say what hero you want to play, or who you'd like to be in a shower with, Ricky or Elliot, and I'll choose someone at random.
Yeah, so he'll choose randomly and you'll get your beta code.
3.
And see, this show's great. You get to win something maybe.
Yeah.
We're doing a great service to the community. No, we're not. Bye.
Bye.